the development of the brain has been made in a way to safeguard us, to save us. Why? Because thousands of years or millions of years, we were basically developing as a species among the animals. So safeguarding ourselves is the brain wiring. So which brain wiring? Reptile brain wiring. The brain is wired to safeguard ourselves. So when someone tries to harm us, that is the reptile brain first which gets alerted, and that is the fastest brain. The reptile brain. Why? Because it is the safe. So the first is safety, right? Like in our life also, first we will take care of the safety and then pleasures and all that. So the safety is first. So the brain also functions the same way. Safety is first. When someone harms us, it directly gets reaction from the reptile brain and emotional brain, and that is the very strong signal in our brain. So human beings find it difficult to forgive. Why? Because the reptile brain takes it as an alert. The person is harming you. The person is going to do something bad to you. That emotion and that particular signal in brain is the strongest possible signal. This is how our brains are wired. So we find it very difficult to forgive. Point number one. Point number two, our brain has been wired to look for bad points, look for negatives. Brain wiring, of course, you can change that wiring, but the brain is wired to look for problems. Why? Safety. Because if you understand this is bad and this is not good for me, basically you can safeguard yourself. So everything is for safety first. And that is why we easily find faults with the other people, very easily. But find it difficult to find goodness. And that is the reason of misery in our life. Why? Because we are bad finders. We are problem finders. We are negativity finders. We are critical in nature. And this goes against the positive psychology. This goes against gratitude. This goes against forgiveness. And that is why we are all miserable. What you see in others is that you get. If you see bad in others, you will get badness from them. If you see goodness in others, eventually you will get goodness, not immediately. Because the path of goodness is a harder path. It takes time. No instant result, no shortcuts, step by step. So, if we have to really forgive, we have to go at a higher plane. We cannot forgive with our existing brain wiring. We have to rewire our brain, and this is the crux of the who am I. This is the reason why we have started, that we are part of the pure consciousness. We are divine. Why? Because unless you think from the higher pedestal, from the normal level, you can't forgive. Everything is linked. Whatever I am showing in this entire 4 chapters of who am I, everything is linked. Your strength and values are linked. Your ability to forgive people and who you are is directly linked. Unless you go to the higher level, in neurological levels, a spiritual level or a visionary level, you cannot change your identity. And all the garbage is filled in your brain. No one is exception. All the garbage is filled in your brain. Bad memories. That person has done this wrong to me. And this garbage in your brain is preventing your brain to harness positive universal energy. That is the fact. Why you are not harnessing positive energy? Why you are not growing equal to your unlimited human potential? Because you are not allowing. Because what is your brain? Your brain has a direct connection with the pure consciousness. That is the theory. That is what quantum physics is saying. Quantum physics is saying that our brain corresponds to this universal pure consciousness energy, including the shape of that energy. So our brain is replica, but of course a downgraded version. And this particular version, because of so many negativity and so many issues stored in our memory and in our brain, are preventing us from achieving our true potential. And forgiveness is one of the most effective way to reduce the garbage in our brain. And this is why we are talking about forgiveness. This definition has been made by me, and I'm going to explain this into the detail. The forgiveness is at a psychological level. So this is a mindset, what I'm talking about. So in a psychological sense, forgiveness is intentional and voluntary. Intentional means it is your intention to forgive. Voluntary means it is not dependent on other party. There is no give and take. I will forgive you, you forgive me, I will forgive you, and you behave like nothing. Voluntarily, one-sided love affair. Forgiveness, intentional and voluntary. It's a process. It is not an event. It's a process. So it is an intentional. Every word is important. You have to imbibe this thought in your mind. Then only you can effectively forgive. It is not as simple as it looks, but you can make it simple for yourself. So it is intentional and voluntary process by which one who may initially feel victimized or hurt, who may not sure. Why? Because it is your perception. We never see things with the transparent goggle. We always see things with the colored goggle. That is how our brain is, unfortunately, for some good safety reasons. So that is your perception that you are a victim and you are hurt. The reality may and may not be that. So this is the reason the may word has been used. By which one may initially feel victimized or hurt, undergoes a change in the feelings and attitude. Change. Forgiveness process is related to change management. It is related to the change. You have to change your mindset and the brain wiring. And regarding what? Regarding a given offense and the offender. The offender can be individual person, offender can be organization, offender can be society, offender can be nation or world, I don't know. It may depend on case to case. But offense, what has happened with you, some injustice, so-called, again, everything is so-called. So-called injustice happened to you, right? So you will overcome those negative emotions such as resentment and vengeance. They are brothers. Resentment and vengeance are brothers. Depending upon your characteristics and personality and the background and the situation and the power you have in your life, right? So that another brother called as vengeance. So one of the steps in forgiveness is learning to understand the offender and see them holistically more than their offense. Every human being, organization is basically many human beings coming together. So you can extend this argument to the organization as well. So any human being is faulty. They tend to make some mistakes. You happen to be the part of the mistake what they have made. But are they entire bundle of mistake only in their life? Are they doing only mistakes and hurt other people? They happen to hurt you. So you see them larger than that particular incidence or offense or the problem. So you have to think from the much larger perspective. The essence of them and you is same consciousness. We are all interconnected. So-called bad person and you have same DNA of human being. So think from the larger perspective. This is the objective of the Who Am I sessions, to bring you to 2 levels above the normal level. From there, you have a better and different view. I want you to rise above petty things and issues in lives and the problems in your life. Many times, the problem has to be ignored, not solved. Problem solution is a trap. You have to go beyond the problem. So, this is how you have to think about forgiveness. If any organization has made any mistake, country has made any mistake, a person has made any mistake, are they only 100% mistakes? No. In their life also, they are doing some things. So, you were party in their few of the mistakes in your life. All right. Right. So, like that, you have empathy towards that. That doesn't mean you agree with the offense. No. It is not that you have to agree, okay, whatever they have done is right or wrong. Okay, in the first place, there is nothing right and wrong. And apart from some exceptional things, because everything is a matter of perception. This is the mindset we have to inculcate. If you want a fulfilling and happy life, okay, if you want a normal, torturous, misery-filled life, then okay, you continue thinking about the petty things and revenge and bitterness and keep all these particular thoughts in your mind. So why it is necessary to forgive? Number one, forgiveness is not some extraordinary virtue. Nothing. Forgiveness is a selfish act. You are forgiving the other party to heal yourself. Full stop. Don't read anything. The crux of this is, it is for your own selfish reason of healing yourself. That is the objective of forgiveness. Objective of forgiveness is not a grander spiritual thinking. No. It is absolutely selfish, materialistic objective. That is, if I forgive other person, I will reduce this particular negativity load. It will allow me to harness positive universal energy and I will heal myself. That's it. That is the objective of the forgiveness exercise. It is not to help other person or have some grand thoughts. So this is the foundation of forgiveness. And what is forgiveness? Intentional and voluntary. It is not related to other party. Even you don't have to tell the other party that is, I have forgiven. You forgive and go on with the normal life. That's it. That is what is needed. In return, don't expect anything, because it is for your own selfish reason. Not why you have to accept anything from that other party. You have done it for yourself, not for the other party. So these are the 5 questions what I have given to you. They have been thought a lot. I have taken the inputs, but these questions have been created by me after reading a lot. So these are the 5 questions which now you will discuss in a breakout room. So the first question is, what is your definition of forgiveness? How you describe forgiveness? Not agreeing with me is not going to help you. So a lot of thought has been put in this particular definition. But you might describe it in other words. That's it. Essence has to be this only. Fortunately or unfortunately. Then, as per you, what are the pros and cons of deciding to forgive the person or the party who has wronged anything with you? It can be abuse. It can be unjust behavior. It can be some bad feelings or bad doings against you in any manner. What are the pros and cons? Now, whether or not you just now have decided to forgive, because it's a process, right? You may take time. Someone can immediately take a decision. Someone might take more time. So it is all right. Describe how things might be different if you decide to do so. Whatever is your decision, how the things will be different for you. Visualize, future pace, and be specific. Means don't generalize too much. And if you have already decided to forgive, means during this session, which may be possible for few of you, definitely not for all of you, please state the reason and rationale. That is, okay, you have taken now the call of forgiving this person, and what is your reason and rationale? Then you explain to the other person, your partner in the breakout room, your buddy, that is, what is the benefit you are finding from this particular forgiveness. Now you are going to forgive that particular person and you are moving in that particular direction. What is the benefit you will get? And after all this, is your worldview changing a bit? Is there any change in your thought process, mindset, and the worldview, the way you are looking at the things? And going forward, what will be your behavior, views, and the mindset related to forgiveness?